right, here we go, pulling away. This Jetcraft, a 4-person capacity. Fire up our Hummingbird here, and that has a jet pump in the water. Yeah, we reversed away from the dock pretty well. So all in all, there we go. Shift into forward, it responds well. Good water stream, it looks as if, yep. Okay, I'm gonna add some throttle, get us out of this no wake zone here. Rattle, the battery needs to be replaced underneath somewhere. There's this blue line here. That was some kind of a power source up front, maybe to move the batteries up front, but that's easy. That needs to probably come out of there. Okay, let's go ahead and let's give it a little throttle here. I'm gonna trim all the way down. There we go, trimmed all the way down. Us getting up on plane here. There we go. We're going a lot faster than 5.6 miles per hour. Maybe we lost our GPS fix here. Okay, seems to ride good. There's some swells there. Swells, I mean little bumps. Very good. Fuel gauge not reading. Who knows, there's a lot of stray wires in this, so let's go hit the wakes from this boat. Turns out quick, that's fun. That was cool. Very responsive. There's our wake here. Very good, let's go ahead and open it up. I'll have to get a speed here off of here because this says 5.6. It's incorrect. Here's some nice jumps. Rode those out well. I love standing up position driving. There's nothing like it. You just have so much control. Okay. Here come the shallows. Run right across there. Pretty fun. Okay, here we have this 2002 Jetcraft jet boat with jet pump on that 60/40 jet. We'll start here at the tongue of the trailer. We have a 2-inch ball here, some nice Galvy safety chains, and then a swing away, breakaway here on the front there, giving you a little bit extra, a little bit shorter tongue, and then swing down jack. Pretty straightforward winch on there. Galvanized trailer, which is always nice, and it does have a spare on there as well. And while we're up front here, look at this bow mount motor. So it's got a Minn Kota 12 volt, 55 pound thrust power drive. And this is a nice setup because you get the little remote you can steer it with. The other thing that's really nice on this is this bow base something that they put on it. It's kind of cool. Got these little flares on each side, but there's some corrosion on the front here where it's kind of cracked, but I don't think that's going to harm anything or be much of a problem. But yeah, you got a bow mount on the front of this already. It's really set up for some hardcore fishing where you can get into that back area like you can't with any other boat. Now sides, we got plenty of scratches and nicks here in the paint. It's really a utilitarian style boat. It rides actually pretty good though. You see there at the beginning. Has been moored, so you got some darkening of the aluminum there. I mean, aluminum brightener can bring it back, but I don't know, it's if you want it back. Okay, got some just dock stuff here and there. I love the back on the Jetcraft, Harborcraft, how they always brought this back like that on the transom. Kind of looks cool. I don't know, that's personal preference, I guess, but there we go. LED lights on the trailer there. They're newer. And then as you see, it's delta padded, so it's got the flat area right here in the center for that jet pump. It actually did pretty good. Jets always lack power. This one actually took off pretty well, and as you can see in the video, it did really well. But this is a 40 horse jet, which is actually a 60 horsepower head. So there's looking underneath the cowling there, carbureted. It started when we started it up. First time it kind of coughed a couple times, and then you have to hold the key in on the console to make that so it will choke it. So you push the key in and hold it there a couple seconds after you crank it over and it starts. That helps it warm up for a second. Okay, going down here on the starboard side. Some of the same scuffs here coming up on the dock and whatnot. Trailer looks pretty good though. It wasn't crazy hard to load and unload. It was a little sticky getting it off of the trailer. I just have to come in a little deeper on that one, so it's a little deeper than your average. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hop inside here. Okay, there's quite a bit of aftermarket going on here. This seat's probably ought to grab a new one because it's broken here. However, geez, you can drive this standing up, which is one of my favorite ways to run a boat. First of all, you're all the way in the back, which if you trim all the way down, I didn't have too much bow rise. It wasn't too much of a challenge. So just one person, it did fine with all the weight to the back, but it rode really soft. So that gives it a really soft ride, having your weight towards the transom, because the more of the movement happens up in the bow, and then you're standing up, so there's no suspension better than your legs. That's the softest, easiest way to ride. So bumps, chop, everything like that doesn't bother us. Battery's kind of pulled out here. They have it mounted out in this area. That's unique. I would probably reposition it underneath that, but it looks like the battery's too big to fit under there, that particular battery. So probably want to go to a smaller size battery and go from there. There's some spots in the floor here where you can feel some flex right here, and right here. You can see the wood probably needs to be replaced. It's a little bit soft right there. Like it flexes a bit. We can check the rest of the floor too here. That's pretty solid there. A little bit where it rolls off the side on that front corner too. That just means there's probably not as much support. But yeah, a little bit of flex in the floor. I don't know how much is wrought, but there's definitely some flex. That is a little crackly, so that piece probably replaced. This piece, maybe not so bad. Okay, and then we got aluminum deck underneath that console and mounts to it. It's got a nice little seat area up here. I'd probably do something with these speakers, get rid of those. They're just there for that. You can get either covers or put real good speakers in there and do that, but a good position right here. This is for the bow mount here. I'd probably reposition that by lifting this cover up and putting the batteries down inside of there and doing a remote charger. That's what I would do. And that. A couple rod holders, Atwood rod holders. This all needs to come out. That's just some rigging to run power up for the bow mount. In the console here, so we got our wiring over here. A little bit of sorting on the wiring. A bit of sorting on the wiring. Bow mount remote there. And then a little snap cover here. And there's more just wiring down there. I don't even know. It's just for covering it up looks wise. There we go, a hole in the dash here. Fuel, we didn't get any fuel gauge. That's because there's a switch here, I remember him saying. So the switch turns on the fuel gauge. Right here. There it goes, kicked on. And then that's for the bow lights, I believe, running nav lights. Okay, and then fish finder here. So pretty much a Helix 5 Humminbird. Shut it down. Okay, very good. So there you go. This is a pretty straightforward utility style boat. It's gonna fish like crazy good. Something that can get you back into the shallows where you can't take other boats. This is the boat for that. It should be a good run. A couple, 3-4 people in here max probably, but it should be a good little boat to go. So if you want it, it's a consignment we have from a local gentleman, and so they are setting the price on it, but it has to sell, so you can sell. Has to sell, so you can bring offers or whatnot. We can always ask him and go from there. We're right on Highway 101 in Florence, Oregon, so easy in and out. We always hang out in that shop. Just look for the big anchor logo, says Breen Marine on it, and we're in that building right below that logo.